Have you ever heard of Jonathan Joestar? If you're familiar with the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series, you've probably seen him in action, but maybe you haven't delved deeply into who he really is. Jonathan was the first of a long lineage of JoJos, the man who began the journey of one of the most iconic anime franchises. But what makes Jonathan Joestar such a memorable character, even with so many other incredible protagonists in the series? Jonathan is not just a typical gentleman, as his physical stature suggests. Yes, he's tall, muscular, and always impeccably dressed, reflecting his noble origins. But beyond appearances, he carries a moral code that defines every one of his actions. From a young age, Jonathan aspired to be a true gentleman. His determination to follow this path, even amidst tragedies, is something that inspires us and makes us question, how far would we go ourselves to protect what we love? Now, think about Dio Brando. Jonathan and Dio could have been great friends, perhaps even soul brothers, but destiny put them on a collision course. Dio, with his cruel and manipulative nature, spent his entire life trying to destroy Jonathan, break his spirit, steal everything he had. But Jonathan, with his unwavering kindness, resisted. He never let Dio's darkness corrupt his soul. And it's this inner strength that makes Jonathan Joestar a true hero. How would you face someone who is constantly trying to destroy everything you value? Jonathan wasn't just physical strength. He also possessed impressive emotional strength. In his journey, he had to deal with painful losses, like the death of his mother and later his father, poisoned by Dio himself. Even so, Jonathan never wavered. He stood firm in his mission to protect those he loved and to fight the evil Dio brought into his life. And this fight was waged not just with his fists, but also with his heart. One of the most emblematic moments of his journey is when he learns the art of ripple from Will Antonio Zeppeli. The ripple wasn't just a fighting technique, it was a reflection of Jonathan's own inner light, an energy that flowed through him, purifying evil and strengthening good. With every battle he faced, every enemy he defeated, Jonathan got closer to his ultimate goal, defeating Dio and restoring peace. But was this peace truly possible when the enemy is someone who was once part of his own family? Jonathan's relationship with Dio is tragic and fascinating at the same time. Despite all the atrocities committed by Dio, Jonathan never stopped seeing him as the brother he could have been. Even at the end of his life, Jonathan still felt compassion for Dio. This is Jonathan's true power, his ability to love, even in the face of hatred. His courage didn't just come from his physical strength, but from his ability to forgive and move forward, even when everything seemed lost. And in the end, when Jonathan is on the brink of death, he still finds the strength to save his wife, Irina, and an innocent child aboard the ship, where he would face his final battle with Dio. With his last breath, Jonathan defeats Dio not just with the strength of his fists, but with the strength of his spirit, proving that love and kindness are more powerful than any evil. Jonathan Joestar was not just the first JoJo. He was the foundation upon which the entire saga was built, a man who, even amidst darkness, shone like a flame that never went out. Now the question remains, how far would you go to protect what is right?